All right, all right. Welcome to another episode of Six Pack Jacked Code of Conduct. The code we're discussing today is what leadership actually is and why you must be one in order to conquer fitness. In simple terms, man, there's lots of definitions all over the place. Navy SEALs have the best definition of leadership. I like to take concepts that there could be a lot of perspectives on, and it could get kind of complicated. And I like to just make it as simple as possible because, again, the whole code of conduct here with Six Pack Jacked, it's all about taking fitness, which can seem like learning a foreign language, but really distilling it down so that it can be understood in simple terms. Simple is the most effective approach to life if it works and you hyper-focus in on it. If you divide yourself too thin or you're confused or you're in a maze, you're never going to make it to the destination. So leadership in simple terms is about doing whatever it takes to conquer your target. Now, I'm going to explain that a bit more specifically too, because that's the simplest way to say it. You just do whatever it takes. But that concept in and of itself, whatever it takes, what does that even mean? If I don't have time, I can't do whatever it takes, right? It's about removing any exit strategy. It's about burning the boat so you have no choice but to swim to whatever target you want. That's your fitness goal. But more specifically, what I want to say is it's about doing whatever it takes to take the actions you must take in order to get the results that you want. That's what leadership is. Think about that in the military. Think about that in a company. Think about that with yourself. In the military, they've got missions, right? If they're going to work together as a team, they have to identify the actions they must take to accomplish that mission. But then the question becomes, okay, what must we accomplish? What actions do we need to take in order to take those actions that we must take to accomplish the mission? That's what leadership is. So in simple terms, the simplest terms is, nothing gets as simple as just do it. Identify what you need to do, just do it. So it's about doing whatever it takes to take extreme ownership. I love that term, Jocko Willink. Extreme Ownership, read that book. You don't really even need to read that book, dude. The thing about reading books and stuff, it's like you don't actually have to read a book cover to cover. Like if you just get to the main concept, man, that's all you need to know because it's not information that we need sometimes. We need the bare minimum information in order to take massive action. What we need is action, man. We got to take action at some point. It's not hard to figure out what we have to do. Oftentimes what we're missing is actually just taking action. That's what leadership is about. You have no chance of crushing fitness if you can't lead yourself to smash through your BS excuses. Look, it's as simple as you got to have a working meal plan, you have to have a working workout plan, and you have to have strong enough accountability so that you execute the meal plan and workout plan, whether that's in the form of a coach, a mentor, someone in your corner, being a part of a support group. It's all about being resourceful, accessing the resources you need so that you're able to take the actions you need to get the results that you want. That's what leadership is. You have no chance of leading other people if you cannot accomplish that within yourself. You have to lead yourself if you have any chance of leading other people. So for those trying to figure out fitness and you still haven't gotten started, are you still saying you got to think about it? Are you still thinking about it 6 months later? In the last 6 months, what have you been doing? Have you been thinking about it? Have you been saying you're too busy? Are those excuses? They just might be. Right? What are excuses? Excuses, here's the simplest definition of what an excuse is. It's anything that stops you from taking the actions you need to get the results that you need to. It's either you take actions or you take action or you make excuses. The thing about excuses is we can live inside of them and they can take hold of our emotions and beliefs so much that we truly believe that we can't take action because of those excuses. But what if you stepped outside that excuse and you took action anyway? It's not impossible. As soon as you do that, you'll realize you were making excuses this whole time, but you were stuck inside of that excuse so that you couldn't see the reality. You were stuck inside the matrix and you couldn't wake up. The only way to wake up is to acknowledge why you still haven't taken action and experiment. Take action anyway. If you can take action anyway, guess what? Those were excuses. It wasn't a reality or the truth of why you couldn't get started. You either get started or you make excuses at the end of the day. So decide who you are. Person A, you take action. Person B, you make excuses, go another 6 months and still not get anywhere. Possibly talk to someone about getting started still 6 months later. Which person is more valuable to you? Write that down. And then 3, 2, 1, take action. Leadership is whatever it takes. You do whatever it takes to take the actions you need to get the results that you want. 3, 2, 1, make it happen. Go.